Hello everybody and welcome back to Liberty and Racing for All. Today I'm finishing the project that I've been working on for the past couple months, and it's been a couple months just because it's been on and off. I haven't had a lot of dedicated time to it, but it is a Gen 6 stock car that I've 100% carved out of wood by myself. Like I don't even think I used a car to reference this when I was drawing it because it's a little bit bigger than a lot of my die cast. So I didn't really have anything to reference the scale off of. So I'm actually really impressed with how good it turned out. Like, look at this. I did this 100% by hand, just from scratch completely. And it's also the first woodworking project that I've ever done. So I'm really impressed with how that turned out. It took a while. It was a bit of a process, but I'm finding I kind of like when I can just chip away at things slowly. So I might be a woodsman, woodworkerman, craftsman, carpenter. That's the one.
Parlay. That's the one. Parlay.
All right, so today is painting. This is my kitchen sink that kind of doubles as my table and like a catch-all for all my stuff. So sorry it's messy. But here is the design that I have in mind for the paint scheme that I'm wanting to put on it. Last night, I put a clear enamel on it, so that's why it kind of has that shiny tone to it. But today is the painting. And you can see it's going to be a red, white, and blue streak, very similar to Greg Biffle's car. The 16, only this number that I've chosen is the 10. And I guess a couple years ago, I was just drawing random numbers to see how they would look in different paint schemes, and this was one of them. So that's why I chose it. You can see there's a lot of intricate little streaks. So I'm going to see how challenging they actually are. But the main base of this is a white, as you can see at the bottom there. So the first step is going to be spray painting this all white. Okay, so we got a layer on, and I think this has got to be the crappiest paint I think I've ever used. If you ever see this brand in like any stores, you would be best to run like far away from it. Or it might just be really old. I don't know. Where's the date on this? I don't know. Well, we're gonna let this sit up for a while and then see what happens. All right, so I let that paint dry and then proceeded to forget about it for a couple days. And look at that. Didn't turn out half bad. Of course, there's a little bit of overspray there and some areas that naturally just soaked into the grains of the wood. But I think we can cover that up pretty good. Let's get right to painting then. So what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna trace out the numbers, obviously in blue, because that's like the no-fly zone of paint, because I want those numbers to be white. And then I'm going to do like a little 3D shading in with this silver metallic paint that I found. So let's go ahead and do that. That there is layer number 1. And I'd say it looks pretty good. Feel like I could have done the 1 a little bit bigger on the right side, and then, you know, I made the 0 a little far off on the top, but I think it's good. So we're gonna let that dry out. We're gonna get ready for the next layer. Psych, we're actually gonna do the Ford decals. So the way this works is I carved out the hood to where we can do those mean looking Ford Mustang headlights. If I can actually get pencil on there. Okay, well, I can't get pencil on there, so we're just gonna send it and see how it goes. All right, there it is. I went from doing just the Mustang kind of front end logos to, you know, the entire framing and everything. Now, I'm now second guessing myself on whether I want to put the metallic silver on in the middle, but we'll just have to see. Now, what I want to do is I want to get some gray and fill in the windows and everything. That way you can still see the window net, but it doesn't look like it's just blank inside the car. And of course, leave it to me to get sidetracked. I went from, you know, windows to, of course, finishing the entire rest of the car. I filled in the rest of those Mustang decals, got some more of those on there, and did all the rest of the color, and it looks amazing. This is awesome. I can't even believe how good this looks right now. This is crazy. So, yeah, I got the rest of the Mustang logos on there, got the tires colored in, and then even like the detail on the wheel wells. I did decide to go ahead and put that silver on inside the tin, but it doesn't look the greatest, so I might go back and change that. Well, either way, I think that's it for this video. Colossians 3:23, do everything as working for the Lord and not for man. I'll see you next time.